This is Punch Perfect. The goal of the system is to analyze the movement of a motion and to compare and perfect it against a set parameter. We have used the motion of a jab to perfect and are analyzing the force and angular displacement of the punch with respect to the horizontal. Although we have used it to analyze jabs, it can be implemented in many other sports and impact analysis circumstances. We have used a one-axis accelerometer and a photodiode to ultimately get the force and angle. The accelerometer contains both fixed and movable plates that act as a capacitor. When the control mass accelerates past the preset threshold, the movement of the plates generates a voltage proportional to acceleration. The photodiode is a semiconductor, and it uses the photoelectric effect to generate a current that is proportional to the absorbed light intensity. Before the demonstration, here is a little explanation of our system. This is the block diagram. Our two sensors, the accelerometer and the photodiode, work simultaneously. The accelerometer gives the acceleration, which is offset using the calibrated data and multiplied by the mass of the arm. This gives the resultant force, and the force is put into an array. The photodiode is also calibrated, but with two angles, and when a punch is thrown, the current is inverted to an angle, which can also be put into an array. This array is updated each time the acceleration is greater than the set threshold, using shift registers. It will stop recording once the force becomes negative. Then the array is checked for the highest value, and the maximum force, along with its allocated angle, is displayed. The user can also set a goal they want to reach, and the maximum force is compared to this value. If the force is greater than the goal, and the angle is within range, it will be added to the success count, which can be refreshed once the user is done. This is the calibration function, which allows the user to press buttons to set the offset values to the correct positions. And this is the front panel. The first thing we have is a waveform chart, which is a graphical representation of the force of the punch. Beside that, we have a few numeric indicators of the movement. The force is displayed and the red light goes on each time the punch is thrown. The green light goes on every time the angle of the punch is within 10 degrees plus or minus from the horizontal. The last green light will turn on if the force is greater than the chosen goal and the angle is within range. The amount of successful punches will be tracked and can be refreshed for the next user. Underneath, the user can input their body weight in kilograms or pounds, and the weight of the arm is calculated and multiplied to get the force. Finally, we have the calibration buttons. Our system calibrates using 3 buttons: acceleration, 0 degree, and 45 degrees. This is done in 3 steps, which will be explained using our demo. We will have the user place their fist horizontal to the light. This acts as a 0 acceleration and 0 degree position. Then the user will turn 45 degrees inwards, and by pressing the 3rd button, that becomes 45 degrees. The user will return to the horizontal and 0 degrees is reset. Now the system is ready to be used.